Think about someone in your life like this. They're not necessarily the most attractive person in the room. They don't talk the most, but when they do speak, everyone goes quiet and listens. Being around them feels oddly comfortable. And yet there's something magnetic about them you can't quite explain. They're not trying to lead the room, but somehow the room revolves around them. They don't make you nervous. They're not trying too hard. And yet, you just want to be near them. You could watch them sit quietly with a cup of coffee and not be able to look away. We call it aura. Calm, yet captivating. Quiet, yet impossible to ignore. Easy to be around, yet impossible to forget. So what is it exactly that makes these people so different? 2,300 years ago, ancient Greece. Alexander the Great, the most powerful conqueror the world had ever seen, went out of his way to visit a man. This man had no palace, no home, not even decent clothes. He was lying inside an old wooden barrel, soaking up the sun. Alexander stood over him and said, "I am Alexander the Great. Ask me for anything, and it shall be yours." The man didn't flinch, didn't sit up, didn't even look impressed. He simply replied, "Then could you step aside? You're blocking my sunlight." That man was Diogenes, a philosopher who didn't budge not even an inch in front of the most powerful man on earth. As Alexander walked away, he was heard saying, "If I were not Alexander, I would wish to be Diogenes." Why? Diogenes had nothing. No wealth, no power, no status. And yet, the man who conquered the known world envied him. What did Diogenes have that Alexander didn't? Psychology has an answer. Within a fraction of a second faster than words, deeper than expressions, we unconsciously sense whether someone is real or performing. Most of us perform hundreds of times a day. We try to look good. We seek approval. We hide our anxiety. And that performance shows in tension in our body, in the way our voice changes, in the way our eyes shift. But people with aura, they're not performing. Because they're not trying to impress you, they naturally stand out. Because they're not trying to fill the silence, they feel full. Because they're not trying to prove themselves, you just trust them. Psychology calls this congruence, when who you appear to be and who you actually are have no gap between them. When you're in the presence of someone like that, you unconsciously relax, because there's nothing to be on guard about. 1860s. America. The Civil War. Lincoln presided over countless meetings where generals shouted over each other, politicians talked over one another, and the room descended into chaos again and again. But Lincoln never raised his voice. He never said, "Quiet down," or demanded attention. He simply sat there, still, present. And something strange would happen. One by one, people would stop talking, and without anyone asking them to, they'd turn to Lincoln. Why? Because Lincoln had an unshakable center. His stillness was louder than the noise around him. Real power doesn't come from raising your voice. It comes from being the one who doesn't need to. And 2,500 years ago in the East, there was a man who turned this into an entire philosophy. Lao Tzu. He wrote, "The highest good is like water. Water doesn't fight. It flows to the lowest place, embraces everything it touches, seems still, and yet, given time, it carves through stone." That's exactly what people with aura are like. They don't push for the spotlight, yet the spotlight finds them. They don't demand to be heard, yet people lean in when they speak. They don't force anything, yet people naturally follow. Lao Tzu called this Wu Wei, effortless action. The idea that the most powerful force is the one that doesn't force anything at all. So let's bring it all together. People who command a room without saying a word all share one thing. They have nothing to prove. They're competent, so they don't need to show off. They have values, so they don't get rattled. They know who they are, so they don't need anyone else's approval. And most importantly, they're real. No performance, no pretending, just fully, completely themselves. And people feel that, unconsciously, instantly, and they're drawn to it. Aura isn't something you're born with. It's something that quietly grows from the inside, and eventually, it starts to show. Before we wrap up, I want to say something to you. How many times today did you feel like you had to be someone other than yourself? To look good, to be liked, to not make a mistake. That's not weakness. That's being human. We all do it. But every once in a while, let yourself put that down and just feel that who you are right now is already enough. Diogenes, Lincoln, Lao Tzu, none of them were born with aura. They were simply people who decided to live as themselves. And that decision? You can make it today too. If this video resonated with you, a like means more than you know. It helps this reach someone who might really need it today. Share it with someone who's been too hard on themselves lately. And in the comments, I'd love to hear, do you know someone like this? Or are you on your own journey toward becoming that person? Subscribe if you want more stories like this. To everyone watching, you spent today trying not to lose yourself among all the noise around you. That alone is something to be proud of. Tomorrow, you'll look back at today's version of you with gratitude. Aura isn't reserved for special people. It blooms in anyone who chooses to live as themselves. That choice is yours, starting right now.